Hi friends, welcome to Grow to Succeed. Today, I am super happy and excited to share a very beautiful memory technique. I am going to talk about memory. So let's try to understand the basics of our memory. In simple words, what is your mobile phone memory storage space? 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB, or 128 GB, and so on. Likewise, what is the memory capacity of your computer or a laptop? It should be more than 500 GB, right? Sometimes 1000 GB, and so on. Likewise, our brain has a memory capacity as well. In simple words, our memory is a space in our brain where we can store information, retain information, retrieve information, most importantly, process information in our memory space. Now, to give an example, on the storage capacity of our memory, it's 2.5 petabytes of information is what we can store. And that's our natural capacity of storing, retaining, processing, and retrieving information in our brain. All right, so we have two types of memories. One is short-term memory, and the other one is long-term memory, where we can save memories, where we can save information for a longer period of time or permanently as well. Now, to convert 2.5 petabytes of information in simple words, you know Wikipedia, right? You know Google, right? So whatever information is stored on Wikipedia, the same amount of information multiplied by 5 is what the total amount of information we can save, store in our human memory. That's amazing, outstanding, right? Now, all right, so let's try to understand how can we improve our memory. It's important. What can we do to improve our memory? Number one, we can exercise. Exercising is super important because it pumps blood to our heart as well as, of course, to our brain. And our brain requires a lot of blood circulation. Hence, exercising makes our memory super strong. Number two, balanced diet. And we need to eat food which looks like our brain. All right, so it's very interesting, right? So now you have to search for those kind of foods which looks exactly like our brain. For example, you know broccoli, right? I'm specifically talking about vegetable as well as fruits. Let's talk about those foods. Broccoli, yeah, so eat broccoli, and of course you have to follow a diet. It's not like eat maximum broccoli and then you fall sick. No, that's not the idea. Number one, you can try broccoli. Number two, eat walnuts. Have you seen walnut? When you look at the walnut, it looks like our brain. You can also eat almonds, and you can also try avocado, which is also really good. And there are so many other food items which you can try, both vegetable as well as fruits, right? I was reading somewhere that whatever qualities we have in this life, in order to utilize these qualities, we need 100 lives. How many lives? 100 lives are required for us to utilize the existing qualities which Almighty God has given to us. Now, do you know the potential of you? Do you know the potential of an individual human? It's unbelievable. It's just we are distracted. We just have to focus. We have to focus on utilizing the default qualities that we have got as a gift. The moment we start utilizing all those qualities, we will be unstoppable. We can achieve anything and everything as long as we are able to utilize the potential of those qualities. Dear friends, today I am going to share some of the beautiful memory principles, and if you can start applying these principles in your learning, and I am sure you will be able to achieve amazing results. And number one, of course, you will be able to remember information retain information and retrieve information whenever you need it. So let's get started. Before I introduce you to the memory principles, let me also tell you something very interesting. We have one brain, right? No doubt about it. However, our brain has two parts: left brain, right brain. We also call it as left hemisphere, right hemisphere. Now, these left and right brains have their own functions, right? For example, left brain is analytical. It focuses more on logic, language, reasoning, science, and yes, left brain processes mathematics and so on. It also focuses or processes written and communication and the numbering skills, as well as the left brain controls the right hand, the right side of the body, right? And now, likewise, the right brain has different functions. So it is very artistic, very creative, imaginative, intuitive, insightful, holistic thought, and of course, it has got music awareness because obviously it is artistic, and finally, it takes care of the left hand gestures and so on. All right, so how many senses do we have? We have 5 senses, right? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and of course, skin. So every sense is super important before I introduce you to the memory principle. So please understand this memory principle, because I am going to apply the memory principle and help you with one of a beautiful imagination and association technique, right? So that's a memory technique. So let me introduce quickly to that. All right, so before I introduce you to the memory principle, let me ask a simple question. How many letters, how many alphabets does English language have? 26, right? And we have 2 parts in the alphabets. One is vowels, the other is consonants, right? Vowels as well as consonants. And what are vowels? A, E, I, O, U. So these are vowels. The remaining alphabets fall into the consonants category. All right, so the memory principle is A, E, I, O, U. All right, so let me help you understand what I mean by that. Now, A stands for association. Amazing, right? Now, whenever you deal with the information, whenever you are learning something, you have to associate yourself with that information. You have to make that information amazing. For example, let's take apple, right? For example, if we take apple, how do you associate apple with yourself? You, for example, consider you are holding an apple, right? And that apple is beautiful, amazing. And just imagine that apple is so colorful, so bright, so shiny, and it's kind of stuck in your memory. Okay, so A stands for amazing, as well as associating yourself with the information. Now, E is emotional. Okay, and now E is also extraordinary. You have to be emotional with information, or you have to make information extraordinary. For example, let's say now you saw the apple and you are getting very emotional with that apple, and the apple is also extraordinary compared to hundreds, thousands of other apples, right? So it's all about your imagination. I is imagination and illogical. Now, whatever information you read or whatever information you come across, you take that information in your imagination, because our memory has one screen, right? So you take that imagination screen. So take that information to your imaginative screen and make it beautiful, amazing, wonderful, fantastic, extraordinary, illogical. Just take that apple, think about that apple, and see that apple is maybe dancing, right? Or maybe it's giving a presentation and you are like, wow. Okay, so that's I. O is outstanding. Outstanding. Now make that apple, make information outstanding. It means make it something different. Let's say Apple is wearing a blazer, Apple is wearing a goggle, Apple is maybe jumping, running, something totally different. And U stands for unique. Now, how can you make Apple unique? Let's say Apple has a mustache, Apple has ears, Apple is looking at you, and Apple is talking, Apple is smiling, Apple is doing something different, unique, right? So this is the memory principle. And I really want to share one tip with you. The tip is TIP, turn into picture. You have to turn everything into picture on your mental screen, on your imaginative screen, right? So turn everything into picture, and it's not constant, stagnant picture. It should be a moving picture. It should be a moving picture, right? So, dear friends, for example, let me ask you to close your eyes. Okay, listen to me carefully. Close your eyes, and now on your imaginative screen, on your mind, think about an apple. Okay, now imagine yourself entering into a kitchen in your house. Now you are looking at an apple. Imagine there is an apple in the kitchen. Take that apple. Now you have to feel it because you're using all your senses, right? Just imagine you are taking that apple and you are washing that apple. Imagine on your mental screen, all right? So you're feeling, you're using all your senses. You're touching the apple, you're washing, the water is flowing, and then you are taking a knife and then you are cutting the apple into pieces. And imagine you are taking a piece of that apple and you're eating. Wow, it's so yummy, it's so tasty, right? So this is the beauty of our mental screen. Come back. Friends, come back, right? So now, with this, let me take you to a beautiful memory technique. All right, so the technique is imagination and association. So whatever information I am going to say now, you have to imagine on your mental screen and you have to associate yourself with that information. Are you ready? All right, so we have like almost 30 words. Some random words I will be telling you, and if I give these words to you, maybe you will take 30 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours to remember this total number of words, right? So I will make it very simple. In 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, you will be able to remember this set of words from top to bottom, as well as from bottom to top, as well as in any random order as well. Are you ready? All right, so friends, imagine you have dates in your hand. Okay, imagine you have dates in your hand. They are so beautiful. The word is dates. Okay, dates. The word is dates. It's beautiful. It's looking so shiny, colorful, and so on. Imagine you are eating dates and you're enjoying eating dates. Suddenly, someone taps your shoulder, and when you look at that person, it's APJ Abdul Kalam. Wow, and you're like, wow, APJ Abdul Kalam, sir, yeah, you're so happy, excited. Just imagine, right? Everything is happening in your head, on your mental screen. And now you're so happy to see APJ Abdul Kalam, sir. And then you are offering dates to him. Now you both are eating dates, and APJ Abdul Kalam, sir, is taking you to his library. And when you enter into his library, you see so many books. And now you notice something different. Now you notice that there is a monkey in the library, and it's very surprising, right? And there is a monkey, and now, hey, what should I do? All right, so this is something unique, something different, and now the monkey is on top of that. In the library, there is a monkey, and on top of that, the monkey is reading a newspaper. The first word is dates, the second word is APJ Abdul Kalam, sir, the third word is library, and then the monkey is the fifth word. Fourth word, then we have the monkey reading the newspaper. And there's the fifth word, reading newspaper. Oh, wow, the monkey is reading newspaper. That is something unique, right? And then now you are slowly going and you are looking at what monkey is reading. The moment you look at the newspaper, there is beautiful Taj Mahal on the newspaper, right? Then, wow, then the moment you look at the newspaper, then there is a Taj Mahal, that's the word, and then in front of the Taj Mahal, there is this beautiful, strong horse standing. Wow, wow, it's so beautiful horse. And now imagine you are sitting on the horse. And now you sit on the horse, and now the horse is flying. Imagine the horse is flying. The word is horse, right? And the flying, and it's going to the moon. The word is moon. And you land on the moon. Oh my God, everything is beautiful. You are in the space, you are landing on the moon. And on the moon, you see there is someone standing there. And when you go closer to that person, the person is Neil Armstrong. Oh my God, Neil Armstrong is the first person who placed his foot on the moon. And wow, now you're looking and you're trying to meet him, and he says, hey, welcome to my moon. And you're so happy, and Neil Armstrong is welcoming you. And now he's offering you, he's giving his mobile phone. The word is mobile phone. Yes, he's giving you the mobile phone. And the moment you switch on the mobile phone, you see the screen on the mobile phone, and on that screen you see red Ford. The word is red Ford. Wow, the word is red Ford. Alright, so when you look at the red Ford on the screen, now there is one huge and heavy and strong man standing in front of red Ford, and that's Usain Bolt. And you are so happy to see Usain Bolt, and you meet Usain Bolt, and you say, hey, you know what, let's do racing. Alright, so you both start running, and you reach Bangalore. Yes, you reached Bangalore. Now you have reached Bangalore. So you are so happy. Usain Bolt has come first, and you, as a gift, you're giving his jewelry. The word is jewelry, Usain Bolt, and then jewelry. And then what do? You go to a mountain. Yeah. Now you go to a mountain, and on top of the mountain, you find Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji, and Mahatma Gandhiji is welcoming you. Hey, my dear, welcome to my mountain. And you're so happy to see Mahatma Gandhiji, and he's offering you a welcome drink. That's maza. You drink maza, right? And then you're so happy, you chit chat, you talk to him, and so on. And then Gandhiji says, hey, dear, go to your home. And he makes you sit on the camel. You sit on the camel, and then you come down and you go to the train station. You find a train, and then you sit in the train, and the train moves, and you really wanted to go home, but no, you end up going to a hospital. Why? Because the maza you drank, yeah, it was not good, and it started upsetting your tummy. So hence you go to the hospital, and now you're looking for the doctor. There is no doctor, and suddenly there is dinosaur. The dinosaur is coming, right? And it's wearing the stethoscope, and then it is asking you, hey, what happened? Wow, this is something amazing, right? And you're like, wow, what's happening? Dinosaur is the doctor. All right, so then you say, hey, my tummy is upset, and since the dinosaur is giving you mushroom, and then you take mushroom, you eat mushroom, and your tummy is happy. You are happy, and everything is fine. Now suddenly you look at the next bed, and you find it's Amir Khan, and and you ask him, hey Amir, hey, how are you? I'm so happy, I'm a big fan of you. And then you chit chat, and you ask him, hey, what happened? And he says, my tummy is not good, so it's tummy upset. So you say, all right, so please take this mushroom, it's good. And you both eat, and he's healthy. All right, so now he says, thank you so much for mushroom. And then you go sit in an aeroplane, right? So you sit in an aeroplane, and you both fly. And when you fly, then you land in a garden. You land in a garden, right? So once you have landed in the garden, then you see there are some beautiful, beautiful trees, plants, and you noticed no fruits, no vegetable on those trees. And now you noticed Maggie package. Then wow, that's so strange, right? Then what you do? You pull off your shirt, and then you pluck those Maggie packets, you pack it in your shirt, and then you keep walking. And now you're feeling so hungry. You're so hungry, and then suddenly you see a palace. You see a palace, then you go to a palace, and there is a wedding, there is a marriage happening in the palace, and now you are hungry. It was so exciting journey. Now you are hungry, and then suddenly you find watermelon. Then you take that watermelon, you cut the watermelon, and now you are so excited to see from inside watermelon you find chocolates. You eat chocolates. Then suddenly you hear some sounds from somewhere in the palace. Then hoo, ha, hey, right? So then you notice some people are practicing karate, and when you closely go and observe and watch, and you notice there is Jackie Chan. Wow, you're a big fan of Jackie Chan. Then you meet him, you greet him and says, hey, how are you? I'm doing well, all that stuff. And then Jackie Chan makes you sit in his Mercedes, and then he takes you to the airport. And when you reach the airport, you start playing football, right? All right, so this is imagination and association technique, dear friends. What you have to do is, you just have to imagine the information and connect yourself with that information, and then start making it, apply the memory principles, A, E, I, O, U, and then you should be able to remember every information, right? So that's the beauty of memory. All right, so if I may ask you randomly, what comes after Mahatma Gandhi ji? Come on, say it, right? It's Maza, right? Okay, so what comes after, let's say, aeroplane? Yeah, it's garden, right? So what comes before Usain Bolt? Come on, what comes before Usain Bolt? It's Red Fort, right? All right, what comes after, let's say, Taj Mahal? Horse, right? All right, what comes after Jackie Chan? Yeah, after Jackie Chan? Come on, Mercedes, right? Now, what comes before Maggie? Before Maggie? Shirt, right? What comes before football? Airport. What comes before moon? Horse? Yeah? All right. So, it doesn't matter whether, in which order you try to recall the information, right? So, it doesn't matter, because you have applied the memory principle, hence you should be able to retain information quickly and easily. So this is a very beautiful technique, dear friends, and I hope this was useful. And if you like this technique, I suggest you go ahead, apply this technique in your learnings while you're dealing with any information, and then I am sure you should be able to store information in your permanent memory, not your temporary memory, right? All right, so thank you so much, and I wish you all the best luck, and please do subscribe and share this video. Thank you.